What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be breaking down some new set photos for The Flash Season 8 Episode 2. And guys, of course, these photos were provided by Canadagraphs. Make sure you guys go check him out. Links to his blog and his YouTube are in the description. But anyways, let's get right into the photos. So to start off, we see a returning character, that being Kristen Kramer. Now, if I'm being honest, not exactly thrilled to see what they have planned for her in Season 8. I know at the end of Season 7, we found out she was sort of like a metahuman. She was a metahuman, rather. She could, like, copy other people's abilities, so I guess there could be something a little bit interesting with that in Season 8. However, I just really don't think they should have had her return. They should have definitely had a different character return. Like, maybe they could have seen if Kid Flash, aka Wally West's actor, could return and play the character. I think that would have been a lot better. But anyways, now to some more interesting stuff. So we also got another set photo, or a barrage of set photos, I should say, with the Flash talking to Despero. Now I'm going to read to you a little bit of what Canadagraphs had to say about the scene. So he said they spoke back and forth, with the Flash looking quite annoyed and Despero seeming unfazed by his annoyance. In the conversation, Despero tells Barry he was banished there by someone and that Earth is now his home, and he's annoyed that humans are destroying the planet. Barry also at one point tells him he's been through a crisis before. So yeah, guys, that was a little bit of what Canadagraphs had to say about this scene, but the most interesting thing I found from that description was how Despero was apparently banished from his home planet and onto Earth, which is now his home, and that's why he's this villain. It's because he's mad that that humans are somewhat, I guess he thinks, are, destroying the planet. But who exactly could have banished Despero to Earth? Now, you'd think that if Despero, was really, like, mad, he would be mad at the person that banished him from his home planet. So now, with that being said, here's a bit of a wild theory. What if Despero really isn't, like, that much of a villain, but whoever banished Despero to Earth, maybe he's going to be, like, the real main villain of this crossover? I definitely think that's possible, because they are only on Episode 2, and usually the villains, the climax, wouldn't happen until, like, Episode 4 or 5 or something like that, of, like, a crossover. So yeah, the real main villain of the crossover could be like the ruler of Despero's home planet or something like that. Or maybe this is them trying to tease a villain for the back half of the season. I don't know if they're talking about a main villain or, just like a villain that might only appear for a couple of episodes or something like that. But I think that's also another possibility, that they could be teasing a villain for the back half of Season 8. So yeah, guys, for this batch of set photos here from Canadagraphs, we really only got a few new things. The confirmation that Kristen Kramer will return. I actually think we knew that before these set photos came out, but still, we got to see our first set photos with her, and then of course we got another confrontation between the Flash and Despero. So that was pretty cool to see. And I'm really hoping that soon we get some set photos of maybe Black Lightning, Batwoman, the new Green Arrow, Ryan Choi, just all of them appearing for the first time in this crossover. I'm assuming that stuff won't really happen until, maybe like end of Episode 2, Episode 3, Episode 4, Episode 5. So it's going to be really exciting to see those characters finally appear for this crossover. Just, also Reverse Flash, Damien Dark. It's going to be pretty cool to see all them return. However, with that being said, we still got some new information about a new villain being teased for The Flash Season 8, and that is a villain named Zotar. Now, in the comics, there are two versions of Zotar. The first one is a Justice League villain, or one of the first ever Justice League villains, I should say, and he was a highly intelligent supervillain from the year 11,960, so another villain from the distant future, possibly. However, the other version of Zotar is a new god who is a loyal servant to Darkseid. Now, I think seeing either one of these versions of Zotar on the show would be pretty cool. However, we do know that Despero is also one of the first Justice League villains that the Justice League ever faced, just like this first and older version of Zotar. So could that be the version that we're going to be seeing on the show? And is Zotar, whoever the person is who, banished Despero to Earth, could that be Zotar? I think that's definitely a possibility. Now, obviously, I really don't know much about Zotar, so I really have no idea if he has any affiliation with Despero in the comics. Comment your guys' opinions on all that down below, by the way. But anyways, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as your thoughts on all this new, information that we just got. Your thoughts on Zotar being a potential villain, your thoughts on the Despero storyline for the crossover. Comment all that down below. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.